The future lies in innovation, so we're told. Whether it's technology, science, or alternative energy, our economic destiny supposedly lies in doing things smarter, all while not hurting the environment, of course. Someone who's embraced this notion is Annette Verschuren. She was born on a dairy farm in Cape Breton Island, worked her way up to CEO of Home Depot Canada, but she left that career to delve into the world of alternative energy storage as founder and CEO of NRStor, and just this week has been named chair of the Mars Discovery District's Board of Directors. Annette Verschuren joins me now. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the show.
Great to be back.
There's a lot I want to dig into here. You're past in trade, you're present in alternative energy, and sort of the future in doing things smarter. Let's start with the Mars board appointment. What do you hope to get done there?
Well, I'm excited about this new platform. I'm excited about innovation, and I'm excited about innovators. You know, Canada needs more innovators, more entrepreneurs to scale up their companies. We need to rely more on our own economy. Trade is critically important, but we need greater focus. We need to have, 20 rooms going on in terms of how we should be developing. And so, scaling up is one of the most difficult things in entrepreneurship, and I love the platform that's been developed at Mars Discovery District, and we have 1,200 entrepreneurs. We have 6,000 people employed. We have $3.5 billion that we invest in capital, $1.8 billion in sales. This is working, it's going, but we have to scale it up, and we've got to become global. We got to attract the greatest and best and smartest Canadians and people coming to this country.
The critics of something like Mars would say that it's too ethereal and they're just doing too academic stuff. What's important is having somebody like you who is rooted in today's world, that knows trade, knows sort of, how to, what the real world on the business ground is like.
Yeah.
What's important is having somebody like that in that.
Well, when you have responsibility for P&L, responsibility for assets and people, I think I know clearly what the objectives of that organization needs to be. We have a new CEO, Young Woo, who is also a serial entrepreneur, and so together I think we could plot some very interesting things. I want to point out, though, that Gord Nixon was the chair, who did a terrific job over the last 10 years, and he's made it very easy for me to be
no doubt. They've built up an incredible thing. It needs to be lauded, and it's one of those great Canadian success stories. I want to pivot, if we can, to NRStor, where you are now. You left Home Depot to go start this up. It's an alternative energy solutions. What is it you do, and what is it that you hope to be able to sort of provide once we kind of get there?
We take alternative energy and store it. So we're taking all this excess energy and we're storing it. And we've got different platforms. We have flywheel installation with the ISO.
Right.
We have a compressed air fuel-free energy storage project that we're building on top of a salt cavern in Goderich. We have behind-the-meter energy storage battery technology. We work with Tesla to introduce the microgrids, and we're working with the remote communities and mining industry to help build out microgrids in the north to get off diesel.
So there's a lot going on there that really does play into the conversations we've been having this week, from nationalizing a pipeline to the trade dispute. When you zoom out and see it from that sort of 30,000-foot view, how concerned are you about where we're at, about the decisions we're making? Is this a risky time for us?
I think Canada has got to be on two paths. It's got to establish and get its fossil fuels to market. It's got to make them cleaner. We have to do it in the most cost-competitive way. But at the same time, I think we really need to go forward and build out the clean technology, introduce innovation in the existing traditional industries, introduce it in new technology. I think I think it's critically important that we do both, because just relying on one sector with the transition going on in the world the way it is, we need to go faster and we need to get there.
But if you succeed at what you're trying to do with alternative energy, will we need the extra capacity of another 9,000 barrels a day of bitumen going out to coastal waters in BC?
I think that the world will still, predictions are, Bloomberg says, 1/3 of the world's energy will be renewable by 2040. Right. There's still a lot.
That's a long road.
That's a long road, and Canada has the best regulations in the world. Canada is working with Indigenous communities. Canada has low cost, and I think, look, what's our competition? Venezuela, Russia. We can be seen as a very strong. To see that it's a very strong export market.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Annette, great to see you, though. Thanks for coming back. And come in and see us again soon, right?
Thanks, Peter.
All right. Annette Verschuren, CEO of NRStor and the chair of the Mars Discovery District's Board of Directors.